9, 8.
You're watching the Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hey folks, what's going on? Hold on just a second. We just had the show drop out. Their internet just crashed, so give us just a minute. See if we can get them back on.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you. Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
Okay, folks, looks like we're just waiting for them to get their computer restarted, and we were supposed to have a special guest coming on, but I guess they're going to be a little late as well. So if you haven't yet, please just go ahead and make sure that you like the video. You hit the thumbs up, you do the hearts. We'll get started with the show as soon as we possibly can. I apologize for this. I started playing the intro because I thought somebody popped in on the room, and then they disappeared. So I'm just trying to make sure that here we go.
What's up, everybody?
Whew.
How's it going? Jay, I can hear you. Is everybody else here too?
No, it's just you and me.
I mean, are we live?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Guys, I'm in a park in Dallas, Texas at a food competition. And people are texting me going, there's something wrong. So I'm here. We're talking. I don't see any comments. So if you can hear me comment, say hello. We're filling in while FatJax reboots their computer. Although ironically, and I didn't tell Jay this when this was our plan to fill in, my phone is at 15%. So, pray for us, the internet.
But they're also back.
Oh, yay, they're back. Okay, great. Because this was going to get to be real dumb real fast.
Yeah. Okay.
If they had made it back. So why don't we bring Elias on and new guy whose name I can't remember. I think it starts with an I.
Zach.
Okay, I was close. Isaac, or is it just Zach? Were you born Zach? Are you Zachary or are you an Isaac?
Just Zach.
Were your parents Saved by the Bell fans? Is this what happened?
What? Saved by the Bell fans? Were your parents Saved by the Bell fans?
Not that I know of. I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show.
That's before his time.
One of the characters was
God,
called.
your children. All
Well,
right. Now
anyway,
that you
we
guys are
saved.
back,
You,
I'm
you
going
were,
to leave because my phone is at like 12%.
you were
So,
saved by the bell, Kyle.
Well, I tried to, but we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. This happened last week. I don't know what's going on with the internet, but anyway, we're back. To kick off the show today, we are going to do a rapid review of last week's highlights. So I'm going to jump right into it. Without further ado, we appreciate your patience. Astonishing Tales number 10, fine plus $8. Avengers 32, good for $9. Captain America 129 VG plus for $10. Captain America 360, very fine for $20. First Appearance Crossbones. Daredevil Special number 3, fine plus for $14. Daredevil 26, fine for $28. Daredevil 32, fair for $6. Daredevil 36, fine plus for $20. Daredevil 39, VG plus for $14. Daredevil 85, very good minus for $18.
Claim Captain America 101.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's on the wall. You don't see it in the box, right? Yeah, it's on the wall next to the bicentennial battles. Captain America 102. Zach will grab that for you. It's When Wakes the Sleeper. Where was I? Daredevil 184, very fine, $15. Daredevil 188, very fine for $8. Hey everybody, keep saying hi as you guys file in. We're just doing a rapid review of last week's stuff, the highlights from last week. Daredevil 257, very fine for $10. Hawk and Dove 1968, good minus for $8. Kazar featuring Daredevil and X-Men. This is reprint book number 1, fine plus for $16. Uncanny X-Men 164, very fine minus for $13. Unholy 3 is the Animen. Some of my favorite obscure characters as a kid. I remember the Unholy 3 appearing in, I think it's like a Spider-Man Where's Waldo style book. X-Force number 2, fine plus for $11. Archie as Pureheart the Powerful number 1.
Did you see Claim X-Men 164?
I did not. Thank you, Jamil. That is for you. Archie as Pureheart the Powerful. That's right. Archie as an actual superhero. This is a very good copy for $10.
What's his name? What's his name?
Binky. Binky, this was a fine plus grade for $16. Brady Bunch, this was a very good copy for $20. X-Force 2 for Mr. Towers. I'm glad you guys are catching stuff in this rapid fire. Brady Bunch, very good. For $20 is issue 2 of the Brady Bunch comic. Calvin and the Colonel. This is a very good minus copy for $10. Mr. Ed the Talking Horse. That's right. It's Mr. Ed the Talking Horse. This is number 1. This is a very good plus copy for $20. One of my favorite Mad magazine covers. We got Mad 105. This is a very good plus copy for $14. And finally, we got Superboy number 124. This is a very good plus copy for 14 bucks. All right, so that's to catch you up to speed from last week. Anything you guys might have missed last week, that's that. Thank you guys for joining us today. This is Fat Jacks on the Experience Network. This is Zach. If you guys haven't met him yet, this is Zach.
Hello.
Zach's helping me out today. He's our resident expert, knows everything and anything about X-Men at all, ever. No, he knows a lot. He knows a lot. We are doing a giveaway this week. You can enter said giveaway with hashtag X-Men Red. That's right. We're doing a very special incentive variant cover giveaway of a X-Men Red comic from Arthur Adams. This is X-Men Red number 3 by a variant cover by Arthur Adams featuring Storm's Thor look. This is when she had her own Asgardian hammer. I do like this look for Storm. I think it's pretty fun. So yeah, hashtag X-Men Red to enter today's giveaway. Win yourself that very nice cover.
Do you remember what her hammer's called?
Yeah, I used to know.
It's like Skybreaker or something.
Well, Stormbreaker is Beta Ray Bills, so I don't know. Yeah, if you guys can tell me what the name of Storm's hammer is, I'll be very impressed. All right, so that's it for these review pieces. I'm going to take these guys off this rack. All the Daredevils are going away, except for one anyway. And these were at the beginning of, not that box. I guess they were at the beginning of this box. With a board in between. I'm going to hand these to you. All right. As always, make sure you guys comment any books that you guys are looking for. Let us know what you need to finish certain collections of yours. What else? All right, well, let's get started. You want to hand me that box? Pop it up here. We're going to jump into some incentive variant covers. And I'm going to start with a pretty big one right here. This is Absolute Carnage, Symbiote Spider-Man number 1. This is a 1 in 100 version variant. This is a very fine near mint copy for 40 bucks.
Just said X-Men 12, 1965.
Yeah, that's what Jamil's looking for. He's looking for X-Men 12, 1965. Yeah, you can write it down. You can take a screenshot. Whatever helps you remember so that we can keep an eye out for that book for Jamil. Hoping we get some nice collections in very soon. I don't know if people are putting the hashtag in or not. I can't see, but hashtag X-Men Red to enter the giveaway. All right, this is Absolute Carnage, Symbiote Spider-Man number 1. This is a 1 in 100 variant. Very fine near mint for just 40 bucks. This is by Mike Hawthorne. Mike Hawthorne was nice enough to come down and do a signing this summer. Very nice guy. Currently doing Batman work. And yeah. So this is a nice piece of work from him. Next up, we got Action Comics 1050. This is the 1 in 25 variant by John Boy Myers. This is a very fine plus copy for $7. Next up, we got the hashtag is X-Men Red. Hashtag X-Men Red. Are Animen currently active? No, I wish they were. They're just kind of they're fun characters. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them at some point in one of the one of the miniseries or one of the X books that are going right now. You could just throw them in, sprinkle them in, you know. Yes, hashtag X-Men Red. You got it, Jamil. Age of Ultron, Book 8. This is a very fine grade for $10. This was a retailer exclusive for the Age of Ultron variant. Next up, we got Age of Ultron Book 10 AI. This is the epilogue to the Age of Ultron event. This is a very fine plus copy for $13. Next up, we got Astonishing Thor #1. This is what they called the foilographic variant. There's nothing holographic about it. There's something foil about it, but nothing holographic about it. But nonetheless, that is the name. Astonishing Thor #1, very fine plus for $5. Next up, we got Astonishing X-Men. Xenogenesis #1. This is also what they called a foilographic cover. The background is foil and the foreground is not. Very fine plus grade for $10. Next up, we got Avengers World #1. This was a companion book to Jonathan Hickman's Avengers book that was running at the same time. Basically showed that this new roster of Avengers was able to handle threats on a galactic universal scale. So this is the first issue. You can read it because it's the #1 if you want to, but this is a 1 in 50 variant, so you had to get 50 copies just to get one of these. So a little bit more rare. This is a very fine plus copy for $20. Next up, we got a few AVX variants. These are very fun. We got Avengers vs. X-Men #4, or Round 4, as they would call it. This is very fine grade for $35. This is the 1 in 100. Next up, we got Round 5, 1 in 100 variant. This is a very fine plus for $18. Next up, AVX #8, 1 in 50 variant, very fine plus for $10. Adam Kubert.
It's good. Mjolnir.
Adam Kubert. Phoenix 5. I love this group. It's very cool. Yeah, Cyclops has Mjolnir and Cat's Shield. Interesting. Next up, we got AVX #8. This is a very fine copy for $25. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button. Decimate that subscribe button. AVX #9, also Adam Kubert. This is a 1 in 50 variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $9 is the price. Scott seeing hope in the reflection on his visor.
Stormcaster, by the way.
Stormcaster. Stormcaster is the name of Storm's hammer. That's cool.
Skybreaker was the sword she used during X of Swords.
Ah,
I got them mixed up.
wait. So Stormbreaker? No, sorry.
Stormcaster
Stormcaster
is the hammer.
is the hammer.
Skybreaker
is the sword. It's not confusing at all. AVX round 10. Adam Kubert 1 in 50 variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $10 is the price. I'm going to keep all the AVX together. We only got a few more. AVX 11, the penultimate issue. This is the 1 in 100 variant. This is a very fine plus copy for $13. AVX issue 12, 1 in 50, very fine is the grade. $8 is the price. Also Adam Kubert. And then from the, I guess you would call it an epilogue series for AVX, we have Consequences issue 4. This is a very fine plus copy for $10. This is a Mark Brooks variant. I do have some older 70s and 80s books from Marvel and DC coming up as well, so stay tuned for that. That's it for this side. We're going to clear off this side unless anyone has any further questions. These are from that box, and these are from the older box. And I removed them from any order, so if you really want to be nice, the big one, the mag one, you'll put them back in the alphabet. All right. Let's fill up this other rack. We got some cool ones in this box. First up, we got Avengers vs. X-Men vs. Eternals, otherwise known as Axe. Judgment Day. This is issue 6. This is a 1 in 50 variant. Very fine is the grade. $20 is the price. Featuring Cersei and Wolverine on the cover there. Next up, got a cool one right here. This is Batman issue 15 from the New 52 series. This is a 1 in 100 variant. Black and white variant, very nice. Very fine plus is the grade. $40 is the price. Kind of got to angle it a little bit so we don't get any glare. Next up, we got Batman Spawn #1. This is a 1 in 25 variant. This is a very fine plus copy for $12. Next up, we got one of my favorite current running series, which is Batman Superman World's Finest. This is issue number 2. This is a 1 in 50 variant. Very fine is the grade. $20 is the price. And the art is by Jorge Jimenez and Alejandro Sanchez. In the same series, we have Batman Superman World's Finest number 10. This is a 1 in 25 variant. Very fine is the grade. $9 is the price. This is by Brandon Peterson. Featuring what looks like little cards for each of those characters. And the following issue, which is issue 11. Very fun cover here featuring Mr. Mxyzptlk and Batmite. This is a 1 in 25 variant. Very fine is the grade. $12 is the price. This is by Juni Ba. Next up, we got Black Adam from the most recent series. This is issue 6. This is a 1 in 25 variant cover. Very fine is the grade. $8 is the price. And this is also by Brandon Peterson. Next up, we got a 1 in 50 variant. This is Black Cat #1, series from Jed MacKay. This is her first volume under Jed MacKay. This is a very fine plus grade for $12. Next up, we got Blue Beetle Graduation Day #2. This is a 1 in 25 variant by Adrian Gutierrez and Will Quintana. This is a very fine copy for $28. And this is also technically a key because it's the first appearance of Ted Kord's sister, Victoria Kord. She is also very present in the Blue Beetle movie and also very present in the current Blue Beetle series, which I've been enjoying. All right, next up, we got a few from Cable and the X-Force. First up, we got issue 1. This is a Salvador La Roca variant. This is what they would call a design variant, showing the artist's process of designing some of these characters' looks. Very fine plus is the grade. $25 is the price. Let's see if I can fill in there. I'm going to be one over, but that's okay. Cable and the X-Force, number 1. This is a Joe Quesada variant. Very fine, near mint, really good shape. This is a 1 in 100 variant, so quite rare. And this is $35. Very fine, near mint. Never read the series, but I definitely want to. Dennis Hopeless, a very strong writer. And Salvador La Roca is on the interiors. But yeah, Joe Quesada on this cover. And then we got issue 2 of the same series. This is a 1 in 50 variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $15 is the price. Cable and X-Force number 2. Next up, we got issue 3. Gabriel Delato variant. This is a 1 in 50 incentive. Very fine plus is the grade. $25 is the price. I do really like Delato on Colossus. He shows off his shine very well. All right, so that's it for this side. Zach, can you pass me a spare board from the tower behind you? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to take down this side. If you haven't already, please enter hashtag XMenRed to enter today's giveaway for a very nice incentive variant cover from Arthur Adams for X-Men Red issue 3. All right. We will announce the giveaway towards the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we got Captain America Reborn issue 1. This is a black and white variant cover by, if I'm not mistaken, no, that's not Brian Hitch. I just blanked on his name. It'll come to me. This is Captain America Reborn, number 1. Very fine near mint. John Cassidy. John Cassidy is the artist on this. Very fine near mint is the grade. $10 is the price. And it's also a number 1. So if you're looking to start a new series, you can. This is from a very cool series from Image, Crossover. Crossover, very meta series featured basically comic creators' creations coming to, I guess, exact their revenge in most cases on their creators, and the creators themselves appear in the book. This is issue 3 of Crossover. It's a very fine near mint copy of the 125 incentive variant for $15. But yeah, like Negan goes after Robert Kirkman in the book, like all sorts of shenanigans. Negan is complaining to Kirkman. He's like, "Why did you make me the most tortured character?" So it's a pretty fun series. Next up, we got Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. This is a 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine is the grade. $5 is the price. and this is by Ian Churchill. Next up, we got Dark Crisis, Worlds Without a Justice League Batman. This is a one-shot. This is the 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine is the grade. $10 is the price. And this is by Ariel Colin. How's it going, Make 2? Hope you're doing well. Next up, we got a few incentive variants from Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. This was the third installment in the Dark Knight series. Still the same team of Frank Miller on writing. This is a 1 in 50 incentive variant by Paul Pope. Very fine plus is the grade. $11 is the price. Yes, Make 2. Make sure you enter the giveaway for X-Men Red, number 3, Arthur Adams incentive cover. Hashtag X-Men Red. Next up, we got the following issue from the same series, Dark Knight 3 Master Race. This is book 6. This is a very fine plus copy of the 1 in 50 incentive variant for $15. Next up, we got book 7, 1 in 50 for book 7. This is by Howard Chaykin. This is a very fine plus grade copy for $15. And finally, from this series, we have book 9. This is a very cool variant by Chip Kidd. I guess you would say a scan or a photo of an actual painting. It's a little hard to see the texture on there, but this is book 9. This is the 1 in 50 variant cover. Very fine, near mint is the grade. $29 is the price. But yeah, Chip Kidd, and he writes after Frank Miller on here. And a special takes place in the same Dark Knight universe. This is Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child by Frank Miller and Rafael Grampa. And this is the 1 in 100 variant by Frank Miller himself. This is a very fine near mint copy for just $25, only $25 for a 1 in 100. Hey, Round Guy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Next up, we got Dark Web X-Men number 1. This is a 1 in 25 incentive variant. This is a very fine grade for $10.
I like this one too.
That's Madeline, right?
Yeah, obviously. Who else would it be?
I was
Madeline Jennifer Pryor.
messing with you.
Did you know her name?
Madeline what Pryor? Jennifer? Madeline Jennifer Pryor. That's so white of her.
She didn't name herself. Mr. Sinister.
Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, issue 4. This is a 1 in 25 incentive variant. Very fine is the grade. $10 is the price. This is by Francesco Mattina. Very fun. And the following issue from the same series, Deceased, War of the Undead Gods. This is a very fine plus copy of the 1 in 25 incentive variant. I think this is supposed to be Kyle Rayner, actually. The green flame there. Very neat. $15 for the 1 in 25 incentive. All right, I'm out of room. on that rack. So I'm going to take down this side. Is Hawkman the original Hawkman currently? I don't know what Hawkman is up to right now, actually. I'm reading the current Hawk Girl series by Jadzia Axelrod, which I think has been very strong. But Hawkman has actually not made an appearance in that book. So honestly, I'm unsure. I know there was like a Death of Hawkman event. I don't know if he's still dead. Maybe he's still dead, but I don't know. Hawk Girl, though, very strong. Alrighty. Once we get through these variants, we can get to some older Marvel and DC books. Next up, we got a DC Horror Presents Sergeant Rock vs. Army of the Dead. This is issue 4. This is by Evan Doc Shaner. This is a 1 in 25 incentive variant. Very fine is the grade. $12 is the price. Next up, we got DC Mech number 1. This is a 1 in 25 incentive variant by Ricardo Lopez Ortiz. This is a 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine is the grade. $5 is the price. And another fun DC horror series is DC vs. Vampires. This is issue 12. Final issue of the series, I do believe. This is a variant, 1 in 25 variant by Philia Bertukin and Rex Locus. Very fine plus is the grade. $15 is the price. DC vs. Vampires All Out War number 5. This is a spin-off series from DC vs. Vampires. This is a 1 in 25 incentive by James Sticco. I really like his stuff. This is a 1 in 25. Very fine is the grade. $6 is the price. $6. And the following issue from All Out War, issue 6, 1 in 25. Very fine plus is the grade. $20 is the price. This is also by James Sticco. Next up, we got a number 1. This is Defenders number 1. This is the 1 in 50 variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $16 is the price. This is by Stuart Immonen. Defenders number 1. This is a very fun series. Really cool Defenders lineup featuring Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, Red She-Hulk, and many more. They sort of added to the roster as the book went. It was very fun. Next up, we got a nice foil cover here. This is Fables number 151. This is a foil variant. This is the 1 in 50 incentive variant. Very fine, near mint is the grade. Very good shape. $24 is the price. Next up, Fantastic Four number 587. This is a John Cassidy variant. This is a 1 in 50 incentive. Very fine plus is the grade. $10 is the price. Next up, this is a one-shot. Fantastic Four 2099 number 1. This is a 1 in 50 incentive variant by Mike McCone. Very fine plus is the grade. $10 is the price. Yes, Zach and I have both watched the Loki finale. I really enjoyed it. For me, though, the season kind of dragged a little bit. I think this last episode justifies the drag, but like it took a minute for me to get into the season, and by a minute I mean 5 episodes. in the final episode, I think you'll enjoy the season more and the series more if you have seen that final episode.
That's what I would say. I'd say I wasn't a big fan of the original series, but after watching the second one all the way through, it made me appreciate the first one a lot more.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was the intent. Like, I didn't know that was, they were writing the second season, like, while they were shooting the first season, something like that. But yeah.
Did you review that on your YouTube?
Yes, we did. Lucas and I reviewed that on our Cosmic Panel YouTube channel. That's where we talk about all things comics and pop culture related. This past Thursday was a big viewing and reviewing day for us because Loki came out, the finale, and Marvels came out. So we went to the theater that afternoon, saw the Marvels. We reviewed that, so that review is out. I think it's overhated, the movie. I thought it was bashed a little bit too hard by critics. And our Loki review is also out. So thanks for the Cosmic Panel plug. If you guys haven't seen Marvels, I think it's getting a lot of hate. I thought it was a really fun MCU movie. It reminded me of like Phase 1, Phase 2 MCU stuff in a good way. You know, it just kind of harkened back to that kind of classic feeling. But yeah. Is that a break pun, Jay? Thought it was just as good as Thor 2. Well, that's not. I don't think that's a good thing.
It was not a good movie.
No, I enjoyed the Marvels. I thought it was fun. But I'll talk more about that when we come back from a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We will see you very soon.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hey everybody, Elias here at Fat Jack's in Philadelphia, and Zach here as well. Thank you guys for joining us on this Sunday. we are back to regularly scheduled programs from 4:30 to 6 every Sunday. Bit of a shorter show. We got a giveaway going on today for a very nice Arthur Adams incentive variant. This is X-Men Red number 3. Hashtag X-Men Red is the hashtag to enter the giveaway. Please make sure you enter. And if you guys aren't subscribed to the experience, I definitely encourage you to do so. We are working on a big project that's going to feature a lot more giveaways. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the experience, please do so. Anything else, Zach? Are you participating in Go Bird? Are you participating in No Shave November?
I'm not.
No?
No, I'm going to shave my neck.
Well, I am anyway.
So,
Yeah, I'm letting my hair go
scruffy.
for No Shave November. Huh?
Scruffy.
Yeah, I'm real scruffy right now. Yeah, let's wrap up the incentive variant chunk so that we can get into some older books. I will prioritize the older books because I know we got some fans of those in here. So if I am running low on time, I'll definitely do that. And stay tuned for the giveaway winner announcement at the end of the show. How much old stuff do I have? It's a pretty good chunk. Do me a favor real quick, just count how many books I have. Fear Itself, number 6. This is a 1 in 52 incentive variant. That's right, not 1 in 50, 1 in 52. This is issue 6 of Fear Itself. Very fine plus is the grade, $10 is the price. I really enjoyed this event. I think it's one of Marvel's stronger events. Fear Itself, The Fearless, issue 1, Salvador LaRocca variant. Very fine plus for $6. I have a few of the Fearless number ones. This is the Frank Cho 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine plus for $10. This is the Mike Deodato Jr. Very fine plus. Sorry, this is the Mike Deodato Jr. 1 in 100 incentive variant. Very fine plus for $10.
30.
Oh, thanks. Forgot. And this is the Ryan Stegman variant. Very fine plus for $9. 39. Oh, so 12, 24, 36. So I need to go back and forth 3 times at least. Okay, good to know. Flashpoint Beyond, issue 4. This is a 1 in 25 variant by Jim Chung and J. David Ramos. Very fine is the grade. $7 is the price. I did that without clearing the rack. How silly. All right, I'm taking these down. Claim now or forever hold your peace. Next up, we got Forever Evil, number 6, the penultimate issue of the Forever Evil event. This is a 1 in 50 incentive variant by Ethan Von Sciver. Very fine plus is the grade. $14 is the price. Gotham City Year 1, number 4. This is the 1 in 25 incentive variant by Mikel Janin. 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine is the grade. $13 is the price. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. This is the premiere variant featuring a fade to black and white. This is a very fine plus grade for $8. The premiere variants basically only you would only get 2 copies per store of this variant. And this is from a Guardians run that I really enjoyed because it is by Al Ewing.
Woo.
So a number 1 here.
It's a really good series. I read that one.
And this is the Guardians run by Brian Michael Bendis, which I believe was the volume right before. If I'm not, no, actually, sorry, Donny Cates is right before that. So before Donny Cates, Brian Michael Bendis, Guardians of the Galaxy number 15, 1 per store variant, very fine plus for $15. Next up, we got Invincible number 135. This is a variant making fun of Marvel for all their Gwen Stacy variants of the time, and also making fun of them putting number 1s on the covers when it wasn't actually number 1. That just meant that it was part 1 of a new arc. And they say, not really, but buy it anyway. This is a very fine plus copy for $35. Invincible Season 2 is a thing that I'm not watching, but Zach is.
It's really good. It's really good so far. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Comment below what you guys are thinking of Invincible Season 2. Next up, I got Heroes in Crisis number 1. This is the 1 in 50 incentive variant by J.G. Jones. Very fine near mint is the grade. $8 is the price. Why not? I didn't watch the first season. There, that's why. I didn't watch the first season, so I'm not watching the second one.
But you could always just watch the first season, then the second.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Have you considered that?
I have not considered that,
Well,
but
there you go.
Heroes Reborn number 3. This is a Jeffrey Verege, I think that's how you say his last name. 1 in 50 incentive variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $6 is the price. A universe where Mephisto has rewritten Marvel history. Yes, this is a very cool book, and this is the number 1. So if you're looking to jump into a new series, you can have this book right here. Heroes in Crisis. Features a lot of DC characters getting much needed therapy.
I don't know much
for their mental health. Next up, we got Immortal X-Men number 1, another number 1, another great series that I recommend starting. This is a 1 in 25 incentive variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $10 is the price.
This is one of my favorite X-Men books that I've ever read, honestly. At least the first 10 issues were flawless.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And that's a really cool cover. I think Destiny's in the background, right? Love her.
Yeah, Magneto in the foreground with Destiny and Charles in the back.
The Autumn Table.
And I really enjoy this variant right here by Peach Momoko. This is Immortal X-Men number 3, the 1 in 25 incentive variant. Very fine is the grade, and $10 is the price. Hello, Wraith. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Immortal X-Men number 2. This is the 1 in 25 incentive variant. This is by Rod Reese. Very fine plus is the grade. $8 is the price. All right, next up, we got another very cool Hickman series. And we got the design variants for a few of those issues. This is Infinity issue 2. This is a Jim Chung design variant. 1 in 50 incentive variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $15 is the price. This was Hickman's, I I guess, approach to Thanos during his Avengers run. Infinity was a 6-part series that built up very well in both his Avengers and New Avengers series that he was writing. Part 2. And that means that I'm going to clear this side. And move on to part 3 of Infinity. Another design and variant, 1 in 50 incentive. Very fine plus is the grade. $18 is the price. I guess I should say who these characters are. These are part of Thanos' Black Order. This is Corvus Glaive. This is Black Dwarf, who was renamed Cull Obsidian in the MCU. But Black Dwarf was his name in the comics.
Which one's the telekinetic one? The other one.
Wow, I just blanked. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And of course, he's not featured in one of these. Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw, yeah. Infinity Part 5 of 6. This is the 1 in 50 incentive variant. This is very fine plus for $13. And this is Proxima Midnight. I like her design a lot. I think she's very cool. Cool headpiece, cool arm, and cool staff. Or spear. Yeah. Here is a very rare Justice League of America incentive variant. This is the 1 in 100 variant by David Finch. This is very fine near mint for $15 in really good shape, featuring this very interesting lineup for the Justice League. We got Katana, Stargirl, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter, Catwoman, Hawkman, and that guy. I'm not remembering. Yep, that's right. A 1 in 100 for just $15. This is a steal.
That's actually crazy.
It's a steal.
What year is that from?
2013.
What book is it?
Justice League of America. 2013 Justice League of America 1 in 100 by David Finch. It's a steal. Next up, if you're into foils, this is definitely one to pick up. Mike Asbill. All right. Mike Asbill will claim the Justice League of America issue 2 1 in 100. Good grab. Make sure you fill out that form, Mike, so that we can get that book to you ASAP. And while you're claiming, I will take this moment to remind everyone that we have a new system, which is if we receive payments by Monday night, your book will go out Wednesday. But if we don't receive payments by that time, you'll have to wait another week for your stuff to get shipped out. All right, so shipping is $9, and want to make sure we get those books to you securely and safely without any damage to them. And we accept PayPal payments at fjcmike@comcast.net. All right, if you're into foils, Justice Society of America number 1. This is a 1 in 50 incentive variant, very fine plus for $20. Next up, we got a very cool special issue here, Marvel Legacy number 1. This is the first appearance of the prehistoric Avengers 1 million BC. This is the 1 per store variant, very fine plus is the grade. $8 is the price. Next up, we got Mary Jane and Black Cat. Issue 2, 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine is the grade, $9 is the price. I'm going to finish out this rack really quickly, and then we're going to jump into the old books. So bear with me here. We got Mother of Madness, number 1. The Bartel variant, very fine plus is the grade, $8 is the price. This is a 1 in 50 incentive variant. Next up, we got the Multiversity Ultra Comics. This is issue 1 by Yannick Paquette. This is a 1 in 50 incentive. Very fine plus is the grade. $8 is the price. Next up, we got The Multiversity number 2 by Francis Manipul. This is 1 in 50 incentive. Very fine plus is the grade. $10 is the price. Just 4 more books here, and then we can get into the old stuff. The Multiversity issue 2. This is the 1 in 100 incentive variant. And believe it or not, this is actually a sketch/design variant by Grant Morrison himself. So very cool cover right here. This is a very fine plus grade for $25. Sketch variant, design variant by Grant Morrison himself. Next up, we got Murder World Avengers, the 1 in 25 variant. Very fine plus is the grade. $6 is the price. Namor the Submariner, Conquer Shores, issue 3, 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine is the grade. $10 is the price. And finally, the new Champion of Shazam, issue 2, 1 in 25 incentive. Very fine plus is the grade. $9 is the price. And this is by Marguerite Sauvage. Yes, that's right. If you guys haven't already, enter hashtag XmenRed to win today's giveaway. To enter to win today's giveaway. I'm going to clear off this rack, and we're going to jump into some old stuff. From stuff that was released before I was born.
How old are you, like 8?
I'm like 12, I think.
You know what? I'll take the first 2 of the multiversity.
Multiversity?
Both of them.
Cool.
1 and 2.
Okay, cool. You want to put these in David's box?
Thank you.
2001, for your information.
Baby. Baby.
Look who's talking.
2000, baby.
All right, let's get these oldies set up. I'm going to move this. All right, from 1979, we have a reprint book titled Amazing Adventures. This issue is issue 4 featuring the X-Men. This is a fine/very fine copy for $7.
It's the Vanisher.
Yes, this is a story featuring the Vanisher in his fun little green getup.
His original designs were not my favorite.
Yeah,
I think that was X-Men number 2 originally.
I bet you're right. Yep, X-Men number 2. That's correct. Correct, David. Next up, we got a very fun monster book. I love the Marvel Monster corner of the universe. This is Astonishing Tales number 24, featuring It, the Living Colossus, a giant, I guess you would call him a golem, because I believe he was made out of stone, and he was purely purple, fighting off against Fin Fang Foom. This is a fine plus copy for $12. Next up, we got a fun book that I didn't know existed until I found it here in the shop. This is Battlestar Galactica number 1, first collector's item issue, as they say. And yes, this is based on the actual TV series. So this is sort of retelling of the TV series in comic form. This is a very fine plus copy for $17. I never watched Battlestar Galactica myself, but I know there's a pretty big fan base out there for this. Next up, we got some really fun books. These are 3 installments in the Dead Man Connection arc of Batman. These are glow-in-the-dark covers, and you're just going to have to take my word for that because there's not a great way to show it. Should we shut up? No, because the screen is going to the screen is going to reflect on it. Anyway, believe it, they still glow. I tested them, I promise. This is a special glow-in-the-dark variant cover of Batman 530. Very fine is the grade, $7 is the price. And this is the Dead Man Connection Part 1.
I was going to say the only thing I know about Battlestar Galactica is when Dwight talks about it in The Office.
Another show I never watched, The Office.
It's overrated.
It's overrated, I would agree. But yeah, this art is written by Doug Mensch and drawn by Kelly Jones. I don't know if it's just a recent discovery for me or a recent like, but I love Kelly Jones on Batman. I love the long ears. I know it's very polarizing, but I love it. I enjoy it. I think it's dramatic in a good way. Just like the Anatomy of Dead Man on this cover by Kelly Jones. This is Batman 531, the special glow-in-the-dark variant. Dead Man Connection Part 2. Very fine is the grade. $6 is the price. Yes, Zach made an Office reference.
No, he did first. That's what brought it up in my head.
Wait, what?
He said Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, I didn't know that was
That was a reference.
Oh, okay.
That's what made me bring it up. Get your references.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Absolutely.
Batman 532, the glow-in-the-dark variant. This is a very fine grade for $8. And yes, these all still glow. Here's a cool one. This is the first team-up of Batman and Judge Dredd in Judgment on Gotham by Alan Grant and John Wagner. This is a very fine plus copy for just $8. They had a second team up, but this is the first one, Judgment on Gotham. And this cover is a Bill Sienkiewicz cover, so pretty cool. Hey man, if it's anything comic book related, I'll get the reference. If it's anything else at all, I'm in the dark. No, I'm just kidding. Comics and music, those are my 2 strong suits. Next up, we got a bit of a key here. This is the first appearance of Dr. Minerva of the Kree. This is Captain Marvel issue 50. This is a very good / fine grade for just $10 from 1977. Captain Marvel issue 50. First appearance, Dr. Minerva. Next up, we got Creatures on the Loose, issue 16. This is the first appearance of Warrior of Mars. Not John Carter, Warrior of Mars, but this is Warrior of Mars. Fine / very fine is the grade. $10 is the price. Creatures on the Loose. Oh, and if whoever can tell me the name of this artist gets a firm handshake from me.
Bill Kane?
Bingo.
Firm handshake.
Firm handshake. Sorry, my hands are freezing. I have poor circulation. Dead Man #1 from 1985 by Arnold Drake, Carmine Infantino, and Neil Adams. This is a pretty famous Dead Man cover, I do believe. Very fine is the grade. $15 is the price. Next up, we got Justice League of America, number 183, featuring the Crisis on New Genesis. This is the Justice League battling against Orion. Fine plus is the grade, and $9 is the price. And David will claim this. All right. We're getting close to the end of the show here, so if you guys haven't entered the hashtag for the giveaway already, please do so now. Hashtag XmenRed to enter the giveaway. All right. Next up, we got another reprint book from Marvel. This is Marvel Double Feature, featuring reprints from Captain America and Iron Man. This is issue 6 of Marvel's Double Feature. This is a fine minus grade for just $5.
What was the price in Captain Marvel 50?
Captain Marvel 50 is $10. $10. Very good / fine is the grade. First appearance, Dr. Minerva. Next up, we got Marvel Double Feature issue 7.
I'll take it.
All right.
It's Jamil.
Yep. Good grab, Jamil. Major key for any Dr. Minerva fans. Marvel Double Feature issue 7. Enter the Tumbler and exit Captain America dead. Yes, that's right. The Tumbler definitely defeats Captain America in this issue and kills him. This is a fine grade for $6.
Marvel Double Features were the original Tales of Suspense with Iron Man, and then Captain America joined him later.
Yeah. This is that classic team up, classic pairing. Made a lot more sense than a lot of the other pairings. They had, Strange and Fury on Strange Tales, stuff like that. Very weird. This is the last Marvel Double Feature issue I have here today. This is issue 15. Fine is the grade. $6 is the price. Featuring Red Skull. All right. That's it for that rack. So I'm going to take down the last of the incentive variants off of here. And these are going to go at the back of the box. Thank you. What would you call Hulk if he didn't shave for quite some time? Mark Scruffalo.
Did you know
that it's No Shave November? That's right. We'll be right back after a quick break, and we'll announce the giveaway then. Don't go anywhere.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula: you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
Did you know that every Experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fat Jack's in Philadelphia on The Experience. Reminding you guys to subscribe if you guys aren't already subscribed. And reminding you to enter today's giveaway. What do you think, Jay? I think we should do it now. I think this should be the last call for hashtag.
You want to go ahead and do it now or give it a few more seconds?
These are the final seconds. We'll wait till it hits 5:50. Wait for you guys to enter the giveaway if you guys haven't already. Yeah, that's right. During the breaks, I was practicing karate with Zach.
With Zach or on Zach?
That is the question. Hashtag X-Men Red. Last chance, last chance, last chance. And then I can try and fill this rack with some older books, and that will probably be it for today.
You saved the best for last.
I saved the best for last. All right. I say we begin the drawing. Let's see.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody. Make 2 is the winner of this lovely Arthur Adams 1 in 25 incentive variant of X-Men Red number 3. Congratulations, Make 2. Congrats. All right. If we don't have a bag for Make 2, please make one now. Just Make 2. Yep. Congrats. You win. All right. Now that the excitement has died down, I'm going to show off some more Marvel and DC oldies. This last stretch here. Yeah, no, we got a little bit of both. All right. Let's get into it. We got The Mighty Thor starring in Marvel Spectacular. Marvel Spectacular another reprint book. This is issue 9. Very good plus is the grade, and $5 is the price. A classic Kirby work on Thor. Next up, we got Marvel Spectacular issue 17. This is a very good / fine grade of issue 17. $8 is the price. Another good Kirby Thor piece. Thor versus the ringleader and his circus of crime. I love the circus of crime. They are some of my favorite obscure villains because they have the potential to do some real damage, but they're just too silly too.
That's the best kind of villain.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we got Marvel Spotlight. Marvel Spotlight issue 17. This is featuring the Son of Satan, Damon Hellstrom, another favorite obscure character of mine. He is a Marvel Supernatural character. He is literally the son of Satan. This is a very good / fine grade for $6. Next up, we got a pretty random issue of Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. This is issue 122. Very fine is the grade. $5 is the price. A Rich Buckler cover right here from 1985 or 1986. It was actually published. This villain right here is saying, "I want my son back and no one will stop me." And the title of the issue is Father's Night Out. How cute. Next up, we got some Power Man and Iron Fists. Power Man became Iron Fist at issue... The Power Man book started putting Iron Fist in the title at issue 50. So this is issue 53. Fine is the grade, and $5 is the price. From 1978. No Mercy Hath the Hero. No, wait. No Mercy Hath the Hero Killer. I guess the name of the villain's Hero Killer. Power Man and Iron Fist, issue 62. This is a very good / fine copy for $4. And finally, we got Power Man and Iron Fist, issue 117. Fine / very fine is the grade, and $4 is the price. Next up, we got a very unique book right here. This is part 1 of a 3-part comic series. Quest Probe is the series, and this issue is featuring the Hulk by Bill Manslow, Mark Grunwald, John Romita. So this is a Scott Adams / Marvel Comics collab. Scott Adams is a programmer and was one of the creators of the Quest Probe game. So basically how this comic worked was that it would leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger, and you would have to get the game for the character. So this would be the Hulk game, and that would allow you to choose, I guess, the ending, you would say, of the adventure. So they did one for Hulk, they did one for Spidey, and I believe Fantastic Four was the final one. But yeah, Quest Probe. So if you pick this up, you just have to find the game and you can finish the story. This is a very fine minus grade copy for $5. Next up, we got a Sandman special by Neil Gaiman. This is very fine plus grade for $9. This is the Sandman special, #1, featuring Orpheus. And this is pretty cool. Some of the letters are textured. They actually pop out of the cover a little bit here so you can feel them. Very fine, plus is the grade. $9 is the price. Next up, we got Son of Satan, issue 3 from his solo book. This is a very good / fine grade copy for $8. The Perilous Possessor versus Satan himself for the soul of Damon Hellstrom. Next up, we got a unique book right here. This is Spider-Man and Power Pack. This is a very fine minus copy for $8.
Thank you.
A bit of a, I don't know if you want to say infomercial, but raising awareness for child abuse. This is produced in cooperation with the National Committee for Prevention of Child Abuse. Spider-Man and the Power Pack. Very fine minus for $8. And finally, lastly but not leastly, Marvel's Star Trek comic. This is issue 7. This is fine plus grade for $7. And that's right. If you buy this book, you can win yourself a Toys R Us shopping spree. Grand prize minimum value $3,000. Man, I wish.
Oh, back in the day.
That was my dream back in the day.
The Lego sets I would have bought. Off the hook.
That giveaway is yours, Make Two. That is yours to have. Unless Jay really thinks we should do a re-roll, we are happy to give that book to you.
Yeah, there's no purchase necessary.
No purchase necessary. That's right. So Make Two, that book is yours. I believe you've claimed on the show before. So I will search. I'll search our claim files for your info to make sure that we can get that to you. Yeah, you don't have to pay anything for that, so don't worry about it. Just a minute left. Just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we will be back again next week from 4:30 to 6. And yes, please check out the other shows on the Experience Network. Tomorrow we have Talking Shop with Miss Jen, Comic Collectibles with Rex, John, and Rockin' Robbie. And then we end the night off with Devil's Advocates with Kyle himself, and Bronze Age Nerd. So definitely check out those shows as well. If you want to keep up with us here at Fat Jacks, please follow us at Fat Jacks Comicrypt on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.